So right now we're going to talk about understanding what potentially the kids are watching.
Right.
And one of the points that you just made is that there's all these different types of pornography. And what parents need to realize is that even if you got rid of all the human porn that's out there, you still really haven't touched one of the most popular kinds of pornography in the world, and that's cartoon pornography. I think it's like third actually on the most popular kinds of pornography list in the world, and searched for. And so, you have to realize that within the genres of like the cartoons or the anime that your kid's into, there's always the porn equivalent to those things that is available for free on the internet. And through a couple clicks on certain things, you're going to be there. And it's important for parents to realize that sometimes the exposure that the kid or the student is having might be some kind of pornography that really is like interesting for most of us as parents. Meaning it would involve, creatures and cartoon characters and so, when you think of like incest and I know people don't want to think of those things, but cartoon porn is filled with that kind of genre, where so the envelope, if you will, is pushed very strongly when it comes to cartoon porn. So it's pretty. Parents need to be aware of that too, of just that. Hey, and they go, I don't want my kids to stumble on that stuff, but it might happen.
Right, it might happen, and that's one of the main things that these videos are hopefully going to help you do, is to kind of take those fears and to not export them on your child. That you want to be able to communicate with them in a way that's not out of fear. Because if you communicate out of fear, you're either going to close your ears to the answers because you're not going to want to hear them. You're not going to want to ask your child these questions of what type of pornography that they are attracted to, how they are experiencing their sexuality. And if they do express something to you that's shocking, you might export that shock on them and really mess them up. What you want to be able to do is just really communicate with your child and help them understand, again, their sexuality from a biblical worldview, and talk about that in a dialogue as opposed to just a monologue where you're just talking at your child. And that doesn't help them, and it's going to drive them more towards the digital world.